workouts, and helpful advice. Add this video to your favorites. It will guide you when you train. Next exercise, crunch. 3, 2, 1, go. If you can't, outstretch your arms along the body and place the palms of your hand on the floor. Do not strain your neck when you lift your shoulders. You can help by staring at a fixed point on the ceiling during the movement. Next exercise, full crunch. Go. If you can't, try keeping your legs bent, but place your feet firmly on the ground. Be sure never to lift the lower back off the floor to avoid back problems. To be able to correctly do this, constantly maintain the abdominal muscles tight. To avoid straining the neck, keep your eyes on your belly button. Next exercise, cross crunch. Go. If you cannot do it, try resting your feet on the ground. During the exercise, don't raise your lower back and keep the abdomen tight. Don't bend your neck. Stare at the ceiling to avoid strains. Next exercise, reverse crunch. Go. If you cannot do it, try keeping your legs raised and perform only the rotation of the pelvis. Be sure not to bend your lower back when taking your feet towards the ground. Do this by keeping the abdomen tight. Control the movement to prevent back problems. Next exercise, alternating leg raise. Go. If you cannot do it, try resting your heel on the floor before moving on to the next contraction. Be sure not to raise your lower back off the floor. Keep your abs constantly tight. Don't bring your legs down too fast. Control the movement to maximize its effects. Next exercise, crossing legs on back. Go. If you can't do it, try gently placing your heels on the ground when straightening the leg. Do not bend or curve your back during the exercise. Keep your abdominals tight in order to be able to do this. Do not strain your neck. Staring at a fixed point in front of you may help. Next exercise, crossing legs, hands on the ground. Go. If you cannot do it, keep your legs at 90 degrees and your lower back on the floor. Do not bend or curve your back during the exercise. Keep your abdominals tight in order to be able to do this. Do not strain your neck. Staring at a fixed point in front of you may help. Next exercise, controlled leg drop. Go. If you cannot do it, try the exercise using only one leg at a time. Be sure not to lift your lower back off the floor. Keep your abs constantly tight. The descent of the legs should be slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Next exercise, mountain climber. Go. If you cannot do it, try resting your foot on the ground when you bring it forward. Do not bend your back. Keep it parallel to the floor. Keep the abs tight to keep a better balance. Do not bend or curve your neck while running. Next exercise, low plank. Go. If you are unable to complete this movement, try resting your knees on the ground. Be sure not to lift your bottom. Your back and glutes should remain constantly in alignment. To be able to do this, make sure the abdominals are well contracted during this movement. Be sure not to bend the neck. The head should remain constantly in line with the back. To do this, stare at a fixed point on the ground. Be careful not to flex the foot. The heel must always be directed toward the ceiling. Next exercise, plank with hip twist. Go. If you are unable to complete this movement, don't rotate the pelvis and resting your knees on the ground. Don't strain your neck by trying to look forward. Constantly stare at a fixed point on the floor. Never lift or lower your pelvis. Your head, shoulders, and hips should be on the same line. Constantly keep your abs and glutes tight. Next exercise, Spiderman plank. Go. If you are unable to complete the movement in this way, rest your foot on the ground when you take it forward. Do not raise your bottom. Your back and glutes should remain constantly in line. To be able to do this, maintain your abdominals tight during the exercise. Be sure not to bend the neck. Your head should always be in line with your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Next exercise, side plank hip lift. Go. If you cannot do it, try bending your legs at 90 degrees. Do not look at the floor. Stare at a fixed point in front of you. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides in the shortest time possible. Go. Be sure not to lean the bust forward. The shoulders should be in line with your hips. Keep the abdomen constantly tight to stabilize the spine and avoid injuries. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Next exercise, side plank. Go. If you can't, bend a leg at 90 degrees and rest your foot and knee on the ground. Do not lower or lift your pelvis. Head, shoulders, hips, and feet should be aligned as if they were following an imaginary line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides in the shortest time possible. Go. Do not look at the floor. Stare at a fixed point in front of you. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Next exercise, high plank. Open and close legs. Go. If you cannot do it, try taking one leg at a time to the side without hopping. Do not lift your bottom too much during the hop. Your back and glutes should remain low in order to concentrate the work in the abdominal area. Be sure not to bend your neck. The head should always remain in line with the back. It helps to stare at a fixed point on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.